Serbia and Hungary are moving ahead with a new gas pipeline to begin construction this year, further deepening their energy ties. With Hungary already relying on Serbia for nearly all of its natural gas, officials say the project will enhance energy security and be completed within 3 years. However, as US sanctions on Russian oil and gas push many countries to seek alternatives, what does this deal signal about the regional's energy future? Let's take a closer look at the project first. It will be a 300-kilometer-long oil pipeline linking Novi Sad in northern Serbia to Algio in southern Hungary. In Serbia, the pipeline's length will be approximately 120 kilometers and 180 kilometers in Hungary. It will carry an expected annual capacity of 5 million tons of oil. Serbia will invest over $150 million in this project, while Hungary will invest more than 330 million. Joining me now from Belgrade is Duško Lopandić. He is a former Serbian ambassador to the European Union. Mr. Lopandić, great to have you with us. As a former ambassador to the European Union, how do you view this Serbia-Hungary pipeline in the context of Serbia's relations with the EU?
Well, you know, with the present situation with energy in Europe, it is of paramount importance for every country to ensure its safety and the diversification of energy supplies. I think this cooperation with Hungary is seen from this point of view. It is obvious that with the recent developments concerning Ukraine war and possibility of peace and maybe lifting of sanctions, this project will be seen from different eyes. I would like to just mention that the finalization of this project is for 2027. So we still have some time until this becomes operational. But Serbia has another problem that is very actual, and this is about sanctions on oil company NIS, NIS, which is our main oil company producing, using oil and producing petrol and other energy means. And this is actually belonging to Russian Gazprom. Some of Russian companies and which are under US sanctions. And this is very,
but the government, sorry for jumping in, but the government and President Vučić, they did say that they will abide to sanctions when it comes to NIS. And then we are hearing about this project. I mean, how this pipeline, what are the main economic factors that are crucial for Serbia when it comes to this project?
Well, this is obviously everything is connected. We have this main pipeline that is coming from Adriatic Sea through Croatia, and this is the only one. Now with the Hungarian project, we will have another source of provisions, and this is the main issue. Obviously, this is something that's been discussed for some time, you know. I would add that relations between Serbia and Hungary, bilateral relations, are excellent, and there are a lot of economic projects. There are projects you mentioned already in the gas sector, so we are very involved and developing together some projects. It is another, I'm speaking now as a private person, another issue is how it is seen from Brussels' perspective. You know that Orban government has a lot of issues with Brussels.
Exactly. That leads to my next question. I mean, this pipeline potentially is increasing Serbia's energy ties with Russia. We already know that Prime Minister Orban is under criticism from Brussels. How can all this affect Serbia's EU membership progress?
Well, Serbia has been traditionally very dependent of in energy sector of Russia. It is until recently, it's been supplied by 100% in gas from Russia, and for some, not so much in oil. It is true that well, the oil coming from Adriatic is obvious. The oil can come from any country, Iraq or any other country, and this pipeline coming from Hungary is the oil actually coming from Russia. Hungary is connected with the old Druzhba pipeline coming from Russia through Belarus, Ukraine, then Slovakia. And there are concerns, obviously, concerning this dependency from Russia. But as I say, it is not immediate project that will start tomorrow. It has 2 years, and we will see whether in this context of new negotiations between US and probably Europe and Russia concerning Ukraine, maybe the sanctions issue will be different
Right.
in EU.
Right. Many are expecting many changes in the upcoming months with the Trump administration changing some of the Biden's policies. But it's interesting, the timing of announcement of this project. I mean, we've heard about it before. The agreement was signed before, but the timing really comes in these challenging moments for the future of the Ukraine war. How will all this impact not just Serbia, but the region's energy infrastructure?
Well, you know that probably, well, you mentioned already that Serbia is the only country, almost with Turkey, that has not applied the EU sanctions to Russia. So for us, the issue is mostly of appropriate provisions in oil and the gas. I would say that with these problems that we have with the U.S. administration sanctions against the Russian companies that include this time also our major, the only oil company, it is even more important for us to have, I would say, alternative possibility of provisions. But it's now we are in a period of discussion with the American administration to postpone. Maybe our company has asked some postponement of these sanctions against actually de facto Serbia, because if it is these provisions from Adriatic Sea are cut, we would be in a very difficult situation. So there should be some solution that would concern this Russian company in Serbian soil. And as I understand, our government is discussing actively both in Moscow with Russians. Our foreign minister was recently in Moscow, and we are discussing with American administration about the same issue. So the oil issue is very important now for Serbia.
Duško Lopandić, thank you for being our guest on Across the Balkans. And thank you for watching. See you next time from me and the whole team here in Istanbul. Bye-bye for now.